Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I'm just setting up my iPad, so apologies for that. Just trying to get to my Soulpreneurs app. I have got this going out to my Soulpreneurs app, also to YouTube and Facebook, which is the profile, the rosboundy page, and the mytimetv.live page. So there we go with them all, and it should be going live to my Soulpreneurs app. That's what I'm just checking now. It is saying it's there, so I'm just going to put a chat here, just so that it indicates to those of you who may not be used to it and have started using the Soulpreneurs app, then you can get in there and chat with me because I've got it on. So here we are, a fresh working week, Monday the 28th of November. And I have a funny feeling I have a niece who has a birthday today. So happy birthday to you, Carly. And if I'm wrong, well, just blame Auntie Roz's memory. It's all good. Families are families, and sometimes we remember everything and sometimes not. Well, that's this of me anyway. So here we go. We're here for our daily Lenormand card spread reading. I'm Rosboundy, psychic medium, and let's get going on it. And Kim's on her way to work too. So good morning, Kim. Lovely to have you listening in, because I know that you would be doing the safe driving thing too. So let's whiz over to the cards, tap into your spiritual senses and your guiding angels and all that you connect with to receive these messages that's going to be much more relevant for you, knowing your own life situation and circumstances. So here we go. Good morning, Shaz, as well. So we've got the cross reading again in the Gilded Reverie Lenormand deck. That is Ciro Marchetti's creation, and I am using the expanded edition. I do have the owls again, the owl card here. Gorgeous card. Oh, it's hard to flip when it's one-handed, isn't it? Being unique is better than being perfect. And the imperfection is actually the perfection. Just be you. Isn't it gorgeous? Anyway, as you know, I love these owl cards. And I just realised how small I am up in the top. I must have been doing something else with my little icon through the weekend. So here we go. On the left, in the home space, we've got the compass. On the right of the cross with the workspace, it is the stalks in that spot. Up the top of the cross with it is the cross, actually, in that unexpected energy position. And down the bottom at the base of the cross, we've got this is one of the expanded cards from the expanded section, same as the compass. It is the time card as our role. And then right in the center, as that pivot outcome card, we have the tree. So a lovely spread, a wonderful deck of cards, of course. I always brag about these. I love this deck of cards. It's gorgeous. So compass in our home space, it's about what message we're getting for today is about setting up to it's almost like what I'm getting is an orientation map that we're setting our own direction. So get that out in your mind. Put that intention in the day that you are going to set the direction. Plot your course along your own personal map today so that you have that guidance that's in that more physical, energetic sense that you know what you're doing today, so that what you're doing is planned, pre-intended. Even if it doesn't work out specifically perfectly all through the day according to the plan, at least there's that start where you know you've got the true direction you're wanting to set your day toward. You know, is there a goal you're wanting to achieve, or is there just, is there something that you know you're wanting to follow along with and set that direction? It can be in absolute detail through the day, or you can set just that general course to north, northeast, northwest, southwest, whatever direction you're wanting to set your intentions for the day. And it could be just you want to get all the laundry washed and folded back into everyone's drawers or whatever. However you organise your day, put that intention for it to have that sense of direction in it. Okay, good morning, Sarah. It's noticed your first live in over a week. Yeah, how was your holiday? Are you home again and back from holidays? Good to see you on board. And Shaz, you're wanting to go swimming? Yes, so am I. So there you go. So with that intention, set whatever it is that you're needing to do. Here we have with the stalks, that's about change, and we've got that in our workspace today. So um, I'm seeing, look, we are past that flush of what spring is and the nesting of what the birds are. I am seeing more of the magpies, the baby magpies, out and about and doing their own thing, the young'uns. So this probably is indicating a bit more for me what is the changing around after particular tasks have been done, like the hatching of eggs in the springtime for all these fledging birds now. I feel that the nest needs to be tied up, that there's things that need to be, what's been used, ditch it out, freshen the bedding and all, or, things like that. So it's bringing in a fresh new energy to your work day today. It is the start of a work week by traditional senses, not always something that is followed these days because of the way we've got such a large flexibility of how we work, the different ways we work. I work online a lot, so there's not much to tidy up there except filing systems and stuff. But I think this is probably more to do with that. Something's been completed that needs to be just that finalising, tidy up, and a finishing off. So it is about change and changing things up in your workspace. Okay. As that cross is sitting above us, in that sense, I'm feeling the protection of what is. It does feel like a more angelic protection. The symbolism, I'm feeling that more religious tone symbolism that we give this style of cross. So I'm feeling that from above, we are actually having that. It almost does feel like you choosing to connect in with your spirit guidance through those moments in the day, because this is the unexpected. So have that sense of awareness of when there might be that instance that you are getting that extra help from above. Okay, so I feel it's just giving that boost to whatever is happening at that time that you feel that connection, and trust it. Do certainly trust that. So tap into that. Keep an open awareness around that, okay? It's not so much a warning, but there could be that sense of just have that awareness, connecting it. And it's more than likely just those reminders in those instances that you might have it come to mind. It's a sense or it's a feeling. Trust it, right? And here with us and our time, it's giving ourselves the time. It's allowing ourselves whatever time we need. And it's all sorts. It's almost like a bag of licorice, all sorts, with the different ways we can deal with our time here in our space today. This is our role. So trusting this in connection right through, that what we're going to be able to do is manage our time as it's meant to be, and everything is in its perfect timing, tapping into that trust of knowing that, oh, look, if something's delayed, it's for a reason. If we need to replan something completely for another day, it's for a reason. There's that trusting in ourselves in how we are managing our time. So, but we trust ourselves in connection with what our spirit guidance gives us as well too. Well, at least I do. So definitely step into that awareness for self. Now, morning, have a helper this morning. Oh, yes. I have the 2 dogs, but they are going to be heading back home to mum before Friday this week. So I can only have them up until then. So that'll be fun. They are lovely. It's nice having them around, and it'll be nice to see them go, like visiting family, isn't it, sometimes? Because they do feel like little members of the family here for me. They're gorgeous. So and they probably will be able to get out for a walk with me shortly, because I am going to take them for a walk. It looks like the weather is fine. My guts is feeling reasonably fine this morning, so I'm going to take advantage very carefully a short walk this morning for them, so that I can at least get some activity going too. what's it they say, cardiovascular. And here we have right in the center of our spread is the trees, that the absolute center with the Kabbalah and the rainbow going through, the possibilities we have, that the breath of life, because the trees do create the oxygen we breathe in. And all of that part of what is the physical side of nature. And here we take our breath each and every step that we take, and that circulates the blood through the system, and that gives us physically our vibrancy and oxygen to the brain, to the cells, to all of life. And isn't it marvelous to have that as the center of our card spread today? So, and as an outcome, just looking back at what our day has been once we go to bed tonight, but bringing it in as those possibilities in the direction we want our intention to go. So here we are, Compass is leading us through to having that awareness of what we can change. Some things we can't, but knowing that in trust we have all the perfect timing for everything to happen anyway, to plan, intend. There must be a dog going around outside. I'm just trying to find. Yeah, they're barking at shadows, but that's okay. They are dogs. They're in their element out there, standing on my bookshelf. It's not a bookshelf. It's a blanket box that's at the window, so it gives them a better view out of the window. There's some positives and negatives about that, because they do bark a little more often. So with that, as our summary, take your mind back to which of those cards feel like your focus. Where does your eye go first in one of those cards, or is it the whole spread? Just take that brings to your mind the strongest message for you in the moment now, and later on in the day, one of the other cards might come to your mind as a focus or a reminder of what the energy was around that, or the message that you felt at the time as I was speaking, or as it was coming into you direct. Okay, so thank you for being here, and I'll be back again tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock. Hopefully, I think I was almost on time this morning. So until then, have the best day that you can have, being the best you that you can be, and connect with Spirit at every point along the way that you feel that need. Or, what's your intention with life? Is it to stay fully connected to Spirit 24/7, 100% of the time? Or trust that connection is there, and then just live what you feel into your day as you're taking those steps one by one. So many different ways that we can actually trust self and stepping forward into what we do in our lives, and how we're learning and growing and all that stuff, loving and loving it. So thank you, Sarah, for that. Have a beautiful day to each and every one of you, and namaste. Bye for now.